Okay. So after watching the same video, you must be able to understand that it's not just about a proportional in, but in means the entire inner world here.
Absolutely.
Okay, you are not in the proper frame of the camera. Hmm. In means the entire inner world of arts. So in this video now, I want you to, before just proceeding ahead, I want you to write down the sentence that I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is very beautiful quotation, although there are few more that I will tell you later, but this one is important at this time, that education has produced a vast majority of people,
Education has
produced
produced
a vast majority of people,
a worst
vast,
worst
vast means broad, a vast majority of people
majority of peoples
able to read,
to able to read
but unable to
but unable to
differentiate
differentiate
what is worth reading.
what is worth reading.
Now see, you know, people
Yes.
looking around yourself, you will find kind of people who only know how to talk, but they don't know what to talk. They don't know when to talk, and most of the times they talk something and they later realize that they shouldn't have talked to this.
I think they regret saying those things.
Most of the people even don't regret.
Even don't regret.
They don't have even the realization. So you understand, in this manner, this is something very majorly seen and very dominantly seen when people about the behavior of talking, about people talking, that most of the people don't realize what they are talking. They don't have any understanding of. Now you just see whatever they are talking. Now just see very very deeply, whatever they are talking, where is the idea coming from? Is this coming from somewhere outside or somewhere inside?
Whatever they're speaking, I think maybe from inside, because
So where did it come from inside?
like from the negative thoughts or negative things which they have
From
developed inside them.
correct. So it means to say, when something is coming out of us and that's not good, and it is coming from inside us, it means that some wrong seeds have been planted inside us.
Hmm.
Okay, let's say if you just see that you are eating the fruit of some tree and that fruit is tasting bitter,
All right.
or it is tasting sour or whatever it is. Okay, so what does it mean? Rather than tasting sweet, it is tasting bitter, and you don't like it. You just want to burn that tree. Then it means the either the seed was wrong. It
Okay.
means you were thinking you are planting a mango tree, but you were not planting a mango tree. You were planting some tree of bitter fruits.
Okay.
It was your thinking that you are planting a mango tree, but it was not a mango tree. So it means at the time of planting, whatever seed was planted, that seed was wrong. So at the time of planting, the person did not realize that he's planting a bad seed or an unwanted seed. But he thought, because it looked like a seed,
Hmm.
because you cannot
Yeah.
differentiate. Let's say I'm giving you on both the palms. This is mango seed. I mean, this is one seed, this is another seed. Now you tell me which seed is of mangoes.
I wouldn't be able to differentiate which one is belongs to, like which one is mango, which one is that.
I would be able to differentiate because you have never developed this kind of wisdom.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. That's why would be, I mean, let's say if a farmer is there Who
Hmm.
knows which seed? If even if the farmer says this thing, भैया मेरे को नहीं पता मैं कौन सा सीड प्लांट करूं रे बाबा, मैं ऐसा करता हूँ दोनों डाल के ऐसे डाल देता हूँ मिट्टी में, देखते हैं फिर क्या निकलता है, जो निकलेगा वही अपना फ्रूट. So, I mean, you just see, is this legitimate for a farmer to say like this?
No, maybe because he is experienced or he knows about them.
It is his responsibility.
Yeah, exactly.
If he wants to give you mangoes or apples, it is his responsibility to educate himself about the seeds.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So in the same manner, when you see, I will switch to your topic later, but you want to understand the scenario. So people around you, most of the people that you see when they are talking, do you find them responsible enough that what they are giving to their listeners, they are giving mangoes or bitter gourd or something bad?
If I talk about mine, then I sometimes, when I see them, na, I just find out that they are like mixed up. Sometimes mango or sometimes bitter ones.
So even without realization, whatever they
Without
are
realization.
whatever they are offering, whatever they are giving is absolutely beyond their control. They don't know.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
don't know, they don't realize at all whatever is coming out of their mind. Okay. So whatever is coming out of their mind is something they may not control.
Yeah. They
They
didn't
cannot,
control it.
they can control it, nah. You just try to see, can you really control when you are talking to me what you will speak?
Yeah, I'm trying to control.
You cannot do that. That's why most of the people think after speaking.
I'm confused.
No, you are
Like,
not confused. You are getting the clarity now. Understand? If people can already understand in advance that they are going to say something bad and
yeah,
they are going to regret it later, then would they really speak that thing?
no, they wouldn't.
So I'm saying that at the time of speaking, it is absolutely uncontrollable to realize, okay,
Okay.
or understand what you are going to offer
While speaking, now.
while speaking.
Yeah, we sometimes like even I'm not gonna say that I am also I am apart from those people. I will also include myself in them. Like sometimes I know that I'm going to speak something bad, but I don't speak. But there is some time which comes while speaking only in a flow. I say those word things which just that I realize later. Then I should not speak them, or I should not utter them in front of them.
All right. So you now may be able to understand, you have to agree to that thing that when we are speaking something wrong, when whatever we are speaking is totally beyond our control, we cannot control it. Okay. Although people, no matter how many times we read this kind of stuff, okay,
Hmm.
always think before you speak. I mean, it looks so good in reading and saying, but it is
Hmm.
absolutely or close to
It's not your
impossible.
hand.
Close to impossible.
Close to impossible.
It is close to impossible. Because when we are doing some conversation with somebody, we are meeting somebody, we cannot say stop, let me think before I speak anything. It is
No, it
it's
can't.
totally impossible because that cannot happen. So
Absolutely.
most people think or regret after they have spoken.
Huh.
So
Exactly.
so now try to understand that at this time you agree to the idea that we cannot control when we speak,
I agree.
right? Okay, but we can control when we plant.
Yeah, while planting, we can control if we are
And
planting anything.
if you have deliberately and knowingly and wisely
Hmm. Yeah.
planted an apple tree and a mango tree,
Hmm.
all right, then
Hmm.
what are the chances that it will give you bitter gourd?
I think the chances are less because both of
There
them are
is
sweet.
there is no chance. There is no chance.
There's no chance you can say. Yeah, no, not for bitter. Yeah, it can't be bitter because both of them are sweet.
Yeah, I mean, so at the time of planting the seeds,
Hmm.
you have absolute control.
Okay.
when it comes to talking.
Hmm.
Clear. So I just wanted to start this idea with the simple thing that you have experienced in your surrounding. That is
Hmm.
about talking. In the same way, now we switch to reading that I told you. That your
Hmm.
question is that why should I not read horror books or something?
Yeah,
It is
it is like
happening. It is
custody thing.
happening. It is happening with the people. On one hand, I placed horror book. On the other hand, I placed Swami Vivekananda book. Okay.
Okay.
People think both are books. And
Yeah,
I'm
this.
both are books. People think both are books, and I'm reading, and that reading is equivalent to reading this or that.
Hmm.
But in
Okay.
the same way, one book is like the seed of apple or the mango,
Hmm.
and another book is like the seed of thistles.
Okay.
Okay, it will give you bitter gourd, it will give you sour and bitter fruits that you are going to hate in your life.
Okay.
So when it comes to reading, when it is a newspaper, you are reading in the newspaper also, most of the times when people just go through the newspaper, I don't think anybody takes time to read the article. Everybody is very much interested in reading about the murders, about the robberies, about the rape cases and these things.
Sir, I will wouldn't lie in this thing. I myself get fascinated to read those articles.
Those bad articles, right?
Yeah.
So what when you are getting fascinated to read those articles, now the quotation I asked you to write, read it again.
It's education has produced a vast majority of peoples to able to read but not able to differentiate what is worth reading. What is worth reading?
No, so it means we are able to read. That's why we read anything.
No.
We don't have this much of wisdom to differentiate that this article was worth reading or not.
Maybe.
What maybe
Now
you
I
understand.
agree. Now I agree.
Okay, so
I,
we do not use our wisdom.
hmm.
It was the seed we were planting in our heart, in our body, in our mind, in our soul. And when it was the planting time, planting the seeds, we did not use our wisdom. We thought, okay, it is reading, and everybody around us is telling every time, okay, in the morning, start with reading newspaper. Okay, what will you read in the newspaper? Robbery news, murder news, rape news, bad news. Very good. I'm starting my day with this stuff. All right. Now look energetic entire day. Why are you not looking so vibrant? And you also said before the class started, sir, my voice is quite low. I'm not able to speak loud. My ma'am is demanding high voice from me. How to get louder? Please tell me. This is a deep problem of mine. Now, see, I mean, you see that people are always complaining of this kind. So my life is not happy. I'm not enjoying. I'm getting bored. It is looking like hell. Oh my God, how can you forget you are living in such a beautiful society? People aspire to live.
Hmm.
You have such beautiful greenery around you. You are getting every day those delicious fruits and wonderful food on your table. You are
Hmm.
studying in one of the best college or school. You have got complete body, two legs, two hands, two eyes, one nose, two ears, mouth, tongue, everything. And you are being a girl, not even bald. You have hair also. Next, you can make in different style,
Absolutely.
but is still unhappy,
But still.
is still frustrated, is still enigmatic, is still doubtful, is still underconfident,
Yeah.
is still worried, is still hiding, is still not growing, is still feeling bored, is still feeling complaining, is still imagining bad things in life. Why?
Hmm.
All this happening is the effect of something.
Yeah, I agree with it now.
And what is that particular thing which is creating this effect in life?
So
Those
that
seeds, those
those
seeds,
seeds.
those seeds that we plant. And
Hmm.
you said you want to read horror book. Now you tell that is mango or apple seed or a thistle.
Krista.
I am not saying anything. You are saying this, correct?
Yes.
So every time you are reading, every time you are listening, every time you are watching,
Hmm.
you are planting seed in your mind,
Mind,
heart,
heart,
body, and soul.
body.
And everything. Now, I just would like to desperately put this idea. Everything that happens in your life is the reflection of what you have planted.
Huh. Now yeah. Point. That's a point. I agree with your point because it's very relatable to me. The like you said, now we get bored and we feel like complaining, we feel like depressed, or we just care about the future, what's going to happen in the future. So I agree with this point that I am planting some negative seeds inside me, who are leading me to face these types of things.
And
But
you,
I should now, I
when
think.
throughout the day in the class with the friends, it's not
Yeah.
just about you. You see around yourself lot many students also, the girls in your friend circle or in your class, and the boys also have these kind of similar feelings and the problems and these kind of similar challenges. Complaining attitude, doubtfulness, faithlessness, poor confidence level, okay, and questions about their own personality, their living, and purposeless life, and
Hmm.
a lot of enigma in life. And let's say now the kids of 8th, 9th, 10th class use the word frustration, okay, and they are frustrated because of their parents. Okay, I mean, because of these parents, you are on this earth living, relishing, and now you just want to be always complaining about the behavior of your parents. And these all things, this complaining attitude and everything, and even they are complaining about the school, no matter what a good school they are studying in, the parents are spending their hard-earned money and slogging
Hmm.
hard throughout the day and still getting the best education to their kids, but the kids or the people in our society or people around us are actually, I would use the wise word here, are actually led or are actually
Government.
governed by the effects of the plants,
Those,
the
yeah,
seeds they
those
have planted.
negative planted seeds.
So the still you have time now, because
Hmm.
now planting process is still in your control. But let's say you don't stop now, and you keep planting these things without using your wisdom, thinking every seed to be equal, thinking every friend to be equal, thinking every talk to be equal, watching every content to be equal, listening every song to be equal. BTS ही ले लो, मुझे नहीं पता अभी BTS,
um,
I'm just sharing. Matlab, maybe thinking that BTS is the only most beautiful songs in this world, and because you have not discovered something more spiritual or godly. Okay, so what I am sharing, that always thinking this way, you still have time. If you just don't start planting the
hmm.
seeds of mangoes or the apple or the roses, you will only have crystals and unnecessary weeds in your life.
Okay, so
Now I would ask for a permission. I think this was a meaningful message. We would like to upload this on YouTube.
this recording.
I recorded this. It would be fine.
Yeah,
It
you
can
can.
help. It can help many of the students. Maybe possible. Huh? You might want to share with some of your friends.
So before sharing, can you say just forward it to me, just as a review on
Huh,
myself?
that I'm stopping this recording now. Okay.